All right. Hi. Welcome back. It's been almost a week since the last time I posted. And last time we were here, we were looking at some of the new cards that were on their way for Hearthstone's new expansion, Voyage to the Sunken City. And in that time, they've released quite a few more cards. So I think we have some more stuff to go through. But last time I did this, it went a little long in the tooth. I think the video ended up being almost an hour long, just looking at the cards that we had. So I'm gonna go through them real quick and give my thoughts on them, and we'll see what we're looking at. So far, the set itself is looking good. It's looking pretty good. A lot of interesting new mechanics. Dredge seems a little underwhelming to me, honestly. I think I'd rather just be playing Discover cards. I mean, the way that they're going, but I'm glad that they're trying something new. So let's take a look. Let's go right over here. Boom. All right, there is our new card listings. Let's take a look here. Okay, so we're just going to go through here pretty quick and see what is new. We're going to skip the things that we've already seen. So we're going to start up at the top. We're looking at Naga's Pride. You're seeing Summon 2/2/2 Lionfish. If you played a Naga while holding this, give them +1/+1. Okay, all right, that's actually pretty cool. Let's see what the Naga's what the Lionfish actually is, though. Related cards, Lionfish. Okay, so it's a 2/2. It's a 2/2 with two mana cost. It has the Beast tag, so you have some synergies there. And yeah, if you got a Naga in your hand, you're summoning 2/3/3s. It kind of reminds me of the old Wolf cards that Hunter used to have a few years ago. Yeah, this is going to be pretty decent. I think that's going to be a pretty good early to mid game card. Yeah, we'll see what else they're going to have here. Yeah, not bad. Ajaran Saber, it's a 3/3 rush death rattle for 4 mana. The death rattle is put a Sunken Saber on the bottom of your deck. Okay, let's take a look. Sunken Saber is a 3/3 rush death battle. Summon a beast from your deck. Okay, if we can manage to get reliable Dredge in like that turn 4 to turn 5, like get that bubbled up like really fast, that can be useful. I don't know if we're gonna have enough support to like make this like reliable all the time though, so we'll see. Yeah, if this can like chain into each other, this would be really good. I don't know if it'd be good for like a face hunter style or like an aggro style, but this would definitely be a good mid-range card, because this one card, the Ajaran Saber, is creating 2 more cards. I mean, that's quite a lot of value, especially for a hunter deck. I mean, hunter is usually not known for value. They're usually known for beating your face in. Let's see. Next up, we have a spell. It's called Emergency Removers. Okay, it is a secret. When a friendly minion dies, summon a copy of it. It's dormant for 1 turn. I like this. I like this a lot. I'm a big fan of recursion, or like raising minions from the dead to come back and fight again. So I can see this being really strong. Thing with secrets though is usually they're not going to proc unless the opponent is causing the death to happen. So if like you like ran your dudes into like the enemy, this probably won't trigger. Or if you kill your own unit with a spell. Yeah, secret. Hidden until a specific action occurs on your opponent's turn. Yeah, so this is predicated on what your opponent's going to do. So you have to have an opponent kill one of your creatures. But that's really strong, especially if you have a good card with Death Rattle, or maybe even like a taunt or something like that. This would be very good. If I were a hunter player, I would play this card. This is good stuff. All right, next up we have Barbed Nets. I think we've already seen this one. 1 mana spell, Barbed Nets, deal 2 damage to an enemy. If you played a Naga while holding this, choose a second. Yeah, I do think I saw this one before, and this one's just good. I mean, this is deal 2 damage to 2 enemies with 1 mana. If you're holding a Naga, right? Am I reading this right? Deal 2 damage to an enemy. If you played a Naga while holding this, choose a second target. Yeah, that's solid. That is very, very solid. Let's see here. All right. Okay, Raj Najan, we've already seen. Twin Bow Terracoil, we've already seen. Yeah, the Hunter package looks solid. Like, Naga Hunter looks like a good setup so far. Bear in mind, we're only seeing a few of the cards. Next up is Mage. Okay, I did happen to see this one earlier in the week, Volcanomancy. It's only 2 mana for a fire spell. Choose a minion. When it dies, deal 3 damage to all other minions. I like that a lot. Because like you can just like store that effect on a minion. And it's not just enemy minion. Your minions too. Like you get yourself like a good minion that you want to die. Like if you have like a rush minion, just run it into the enemy and clear the board. You could do this with someone, say like Blood Mage Thalnos. When it dies, you draw a card off of it, and it has spell damage. You know, that's an interesting interaction. If a creature with spell power on it gets that cast on it, and the creature dies, like it leaves the board, will it deal 3 or will it check for the spell power and deal 4? That could honestly be like one of the most effective board wipers in a long time, in a very long time. That's very strong. Yeah, I'll probably be jamming a couple of those into my my mage deck. Next, Commander Savara, 3/5 for 4 mana. It is a Naga. It is legendary. Battle Cry. If you've cast 3 spells while holding this, add those spells back to your hand. If you've cast 3 spells while holding this, add those... I like this. Okay. There was a card that we saw in Druid, I believe, last time we were looking at these cards, that I said I was not very keen on. It was this one here, Hage of the Heretic. 7 mana, 4/5 Naga, Battle Cry. For each spell you've cast while holding this, summon a minion of that spell's cost. Yeah. Could be good, but you have to have it in like your opening hand. Or you have to draw it within like your first three turns. Because like any later than that, you're just not getting value out of it. So, but this one right here, yes, it is a bad top deck, but it's only 4 mana. It's a 3/5, and if you cast 3 spells while holding this, add those spells back to your hand. That's just good. I mean, it's straight up. That's just good. I mean, because like you don't have to invest quite so much into this to get value out of it, but you do still have to cast a minimum of 3 spells before you cast it to get the value out of it. Because if you just cast 2 spells, it's not going to trigger that death rattle. It says if you've cast 3, not if you've cast up to 3. And that's very important to remember. Yeah, this is a good card. I like that a lot. A lot of value coming out of that card. Mega Shark, we've already seen. Gifts of Ajara, we saw that as well. Gaia the Tectonic, we saw. Ajaran Sweeper, Old News, and Spell Coiler. Battle Cry, if you cast a spell holding this, discover a spell. Yeah, we've seen that one too. That's just a solid card. I mean, that's just a role player in the Mage Naga deck. Very good. Next, we're in Warrior. Ajaran Trident. Okay, yeah, this is a new one. Just saw this a couple days ago. 3 mana, 3/2 weapon for Warrior. It says Death Rattle. Put a Sunken Trident on the bottom of your deck. Let's take a look at the Sunken Trident. Okay, Sunken Trident is a same thing. 3 for 3/2. But now, after your hero attacks, deal 2 damage to all enemy minions. That's going to be a really strong board control card. Yeah, because you swing twice with the Ajaran Trident by the time you've dredged up this one, and play that. I mean, that's just board control right there. Yeah, but like I said with the other dredge card, it's like if you've got proper support for dredge, this could work. This could absolutely work. I'm hoping to see a lot more like dredging cards. Lady Ashvane. Okay, this is just kind of funny. Lady Ashvane, she, if I'm not mistaken, she was one of the antagonists in World of Warcraft's expansion Battle for Azeroth, and she was like easily one of the most hated people in that story. And do you know that she had like ties to Lady Ajara, but I didn't know that she transformed into like a giant crab monster. I might have missed that part somewhere. Anyways, 5 mana, 5/5. Lady Ashvane, legendary. Battlecry, give all weapons in your hand, deck, and battlefield +1/+1. You know what? That's a flavor win right there. That is an absolute flavor win. Is her character, Lady Ashvane, she was a like a weapons trading mogul. Like her entire like backstory was about her being like the head of the Ashvane Corporation, which was literally just a weapons manufacturer. So having her give every weapon a buff, that's a flavor win. I like that a lot. Bravo on that one. As far as if it'll be good, shit, why not? Give all weapons in your hand, deck, and battlefield. Like this thing right here, any weapon that's on the table right now, give it a buff. If it's in your deck, it's in your battlefield, yep. And it's just a 5 mana 5/5. Yeah, if I was playing anything weapons heavy, I would be stupid not to play this. Trench Stalker, we have a 9 mana 8/9 beast, battlecry, attack 3 different. Okay, I like this. I like any minion that when it comes into play, it just starts beating people up. I like this a lot. And this thing is humongous. I don't like that it attacks random enemies, but because of the way that the Hearthstone client works, you can't really choose multiple targets manually. I mean, the game's not built that way. That's why so much of this game is built off of random chance and high rolling. But how often is your opponent going to have more than 3 enemies on the table at any time? A light bulb just went on. This can go face. Yeah, if your opponent only has like 1 or 2 enemies on the table, it'll hit the enemy face at least once for 8. Not bad. Not bad at 9 mana, yeah. If there's any way to get this out quicker. If there's a way to reduce the mana cost of this unit to maybe like 8, that would be fantastic. But I don't know if you can do that. And you don't want to sneak this into play because then you lose the battle cry. Pretty good. I like it. I'm not a warrior person, but this card is pretty strong in my opinion. Okay, next up we have a spell. It's a fire spell. The Fires of Zinajari. Replace your deck with minions that cost 5 or more. They cost 5. Okay. Alright, cool. It's just given the Mage Naga treatment to warrior, but you are replacing all of every minion in your deck. Wait, replace your deck with minions that cost 5 or 5 more. This is bad, and the reason why is because you're removing every spell in your deck. Because it doesn't say replace the minions in your deck; it says replace your deck. So at that point you're replacing your entire deck with cards that cost a minimum of 5. Sure, you may be getting like big hyper-powered stuff at 5 mana, like maybe get a Trench Stalker for 5 mana. That's strong. I was just talking about how that would be good. That is very strong. But the fact that it's random and it removes all spells from your deck, you have no removal at this point, you have no more weapons, it's just minions. I don't like this. I do not like it at all. And I think it's fun. It looks real fun. But competitively, I don't think it's a good card. Moving on. Blackscale Brute. Yeah, we already saw that one last time. And Nelly, we saw her last time too. Warlock. Looks like we got, I think, 1 new card. Looks like we're getting Warlock Murloc for the next set. Should be fun. Maybe we can see a return to Zoo. 3 mana 3/4 Battlecry. Put a Sunken Scavenger on the bottom of your deck. That is a Jarn Scavenger. Let's see what the Sunken Scavenger is. The Sunken Scavenger is a 3/4 Battlecry. Give your other Murlocs +1/+1 wherever they are. I like that. The wherever they are clause, I love that. That's something they're borrowing from Legends of Runeterra. There's a lot of buffs in lore that gives permanent stat bonuses to a unit no matter where it is. And that will usually mean if you are like summoning a unit out of thin air through like a resurrection effect, or if the card is in your deck, or if you manifest the card, like you discover the card it'll have that buff. It's like, it'll buff every Murloc by +1/+1. If I were to play a dredge card, this would definitely be one of them. This is a very strong buff. I like that a lot. Stats are pretty important in this game. Okay, moving on. We already saw Gigafin. We saw Bloodscent Vilefin. Shaman. Shaman, we have quite a few new cards, actually. All right, let's see here. Let's start with the Jarn Scroll. 1 mana. Discover a Fire, Frost, or Nature spell. Put a Sunken Scroll on the bottom of your deck. Okay. Sunken Scroll. Discover a Frost, Fire, or Nature spell. Let's see what the Sunken Scroll is. 1. Add a Fire, Frost, or Nature spell from your class to your hand. Okay. Oh, from your class. That's worded differently. Discover a Fire, Frost, or Nature spell. Okay, so the first form can get you a Fire, Frost, or Nature spell from any class. But the Sunken Scroll narrows it down to useful stuff from your class. So you can, on the first half, you can get Druid spells, you can get Shaman spells, you can get Mage spells. I'm sure there are Fire spells in Warlock. Yeah, I think there are. We just saw a Fire spell in Warrior earlier. Yeah, there's a lot of possibilities with the first half of that. But the second half, I think, is better because it's pulling from your class. I like that. That's a good card. Yeah. Yeah, and only 1 mana to get, like... This one card is generating 1, 2, 3 more cards. Pretty good. Yeah, a lot of value coming out of this set. And I do enjoy a value game. So I'm looking pretty forward to this so far. If that's the first card we're seeing from Shaman today, then hopefully that sets the tone. Okay, next up we have Naga. It is Wrathspine Enchanter Battlecry. Cast a copy of a Fire, Frost, and Nature spell in your hand. Targets chosen randomly. Cast a copy of a Fire, Frost, and Nature spell. Interesting. I like it and I don't like it at the same time. I like it because it's a very powerful effect at 7 mana. I don't like it because it requires you to be holding all of those spells in your hand before that thing comes into play. And turn 7, a lot of the times your games are almost over already. So, but oh gosh, and the target's chosen randomly. That's really bad too, because like and also, what order are those spells going to be coming out in? Are they going to go in order of Fire, Frost, Nature, or are they going to come out in random order? So that's what I don't like about Hearthstone. It's so much randomness. It's so hard to carefully plan something. But like if it's all random, if the order is random, if the cards that this chooses out of your hands, out of your hand is random, and the targets are random, you're going to have some very specific cards in your hand to make this worthwhile. Like, you're probably going to want, like, things that target everything. Like board wipes or something that... Okay, like, look at this. Okay, we'll look over here at Bioluminescence. It's a nature spell for 3 mana. Give your minions spell damage +1. That would be pretty decent. I would use that. I would cast that out of my hand with Wrathspine Enchanter. Other than that, you probably need some damage or some board wiping or something. You need something that's not going to miss, is what I'm saying. I don't like that card. No, far too much variance. You can't really plan anything very well with that. I think at that, like, mana breakpoint, I think I'd rather just be playing something more impactful. So let's move on. 3, Radiance of Ajara. It's a 3 mana, 3/4 elemental, fire spell damage +2. That's interesting. Specifically fire spell damage. Your nature spells cost 1 less, and after you cast a frost spell, gain 3 armor. Okay, I see what they're doing here. They're doing like an all elements build with this. Okay. All right, I'm kind of into that. I'm going to save judgment on this one, though. Basically, The fact that it's a 3/4 for 3, that's premium stats on 3 mana, makes it good even if it was a blank card. I mean, everything else is just upside for you there. I mean, you get more damage on fire spells, your natures cost less, you get armor when you cast frost spells. I mean, yeah, that's a good card. Screw Reserving Judgment, that's just good. Yeah, I would play that. I would just play it as a vanilla 3 mana 3/4 if I didn't have anything else to go with it. Next, Schooling. You have 1 mana spell, add 3 1/1 Piranha Swarmers to your hand. Okay, so this is going to go in tandem with Mr. Piranha Poacher over here. We saw that one last time, just making a bunch of 1/1 rushers that get stronger the more they come into play. Let me see, was it a battle cry? What is the importance of it coming to your hand? No, it's just rush. After you summon a Piranha Swarmer, gain +1 attack. But summon can be done anyway. If the card Schooling said summon 3/1 Piranha Swarmers to the battlefield, oh shit, that'd be a hell of a lot better. Yeah, that card would probably cost like 3 mana. It definitely would not cost 1. But yeah, because you'd be summoning 3 3/1 rushers. That would be insane. Yeah. That's a good card. Yeah, that's just a good card. There's a lot of just good cards in this set. I like it a lot. Next, Coral Keeper is a 5 mana 3/4, so way too expensive for that body. But the battle cry is summon a 3/3 elemental for each spell school you cast this game. I just made it better. Okay, all right, it's starting to come together for me. Yeah, 3 mana Radiance of Ajara, 5 mana Coral Keeper, and that effect's just awesome. If you manage to cast a spell from all 3 of those schools, you get 3, 6, 9. You get 12 worth of power off of 5 mana. Yeah, that's a solid card. And then your top end is the Raspine Enchanter, but even still, I don't know if I would use that spell or that minion. I think I would use something else. But these two, good stuff. I like them. Bioluminescence, we already got done talking about it. I gave your minions spell damage +1. I mean, that's just solid, especially if you're playing wide. Piranha Poacher, we already saw. The Scalding Geyser, I think we saw this one last time, but now that we have all of this information right here, we kind of want to talk about it again. Notice the Fire Spell. Fire Spell, deal 2 damage Dredge. With Radiance of Ajara, that's deal 4 damage on 1 mana. That's pretty strong. And it also works for Coral Keeper. It's just one of the extra things you got to do. So if you got like a bunch of like small spells to cast in like the turns between, because like if you say like on turn 1, you play Ajaran Scroll, you get something on the bottom of your deck. Turn 2, you play Scalding Geyser and like one other thing, or hell, even the card that you created from Ajaran Scroll. That's your second turn. Your third turn, you got Radiance of Ajara. At this point, you've dredged up Ajaran Scroll. On turn 4, you can play any number of other spells that will satisfy the Coral Keeper. And if you can manage to get all of those stars to align, play the Coral Keeper on 5, that's pretty explosive. I probably will make this deck. This looks interesting to me. I really like the whole Naga theme of making spells important. That's what I like. I like that a lot. Okay, so we're moving on now. We're in Priest. Priest is probably my second most played class. I love Priest. I love resurrecting minions because I'm a degenerate. I love keeping things healed and topped up. I just like the Priest class, period. It's just a fun class. Alright, so let's see what we have today. Ajaran Ritual, 4 mana. Silence a minion, summon a copy of it. Put a Sunken Ritual on the bottom of your deck. Okay, let's see the Sunken Ritual. It is 4 mana, silence a minion, summon 2 copies of it. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that. Silence a minion, summon a copy of it. So, if you silence an enemy minion, I think you get the copy of it. So you can, but I think you'd want to kind of like play this the same way that you would play like the old school Silence Priest cards. Make make something worthy of silencing on your side, like get rid of a drawback on something, and then like summon extra copies of it to start beating face. Like that. This was an archetype that they tried to bring back during, I believe, the Rise of Shadows expansion, where we got the League of Evil. And they gave us a lot of like supporting cards to go with it. Like you could totally play that archetype then. It was still bad, but you could play it. But the here's like, this is the only one I've seen so far that allows you to have that kind of synergy. So this might not come to fruition if they don't get the same kind of support like they did last time. Because like at the moment, I really don't know enough about the current meta to know what is going to be worthy of silencing. I'm hoping we see some more stuff coming through that that makes this card matter, you know. But as it is right now, we'll see. Next up, we have Whirlpool. It's a 9 mana. Destroy all minions and all copies of them wherever they are. I like that. I like that a lot. That is a lobotomy. A lobotomy effect, if you're not familiar, in Magic, there's a card from a long, long time ago. Card that basically created like an archetypical card. You got reprinted and reprinted and reprinted over and over and over and over with different names and slightly different effects. But basically what it did was lobotomy as a card would like look at a card and say, I don't want to see that ever again in this game. And it got rid of it from your hand, it got rid of it from graveyards, it got rid of it from the deck itself. The only place it didn't hit was like in the board, you know, kind of where it mattered. But that card has been like reprinted over and over and over in so many different forms. But the wherever they are, that's what we're talking about here. It's like it's just eject these people from the game. This is fantastic. I'll be playing the shit out of this card. Great card. I love being able to look at a full board on my opponent's side and say, these are all problematic. I don't want them in my game anymore. Peace out. I like that card a lot. Okay, next up, Priestess Voyage. A 1/1 for 0. That is a 0-cost legendary for 1/1. Battlecry, refresh an empty mana crystal for each spell you cast this turn. Okay, someone's gonna break this with a combo. This is gonna be disgusting. I don't know what the combo is gonna be, but it's gonna be nasty. Okay, yeah, that's good. Next up we have Handmaiden. Yeah, I seriously have nothing more to say about that. That's busted. 3 mana, 3/2 Handmaiden. Battlecry. If you've cast 3 spells while holding this, draw 3 cards. Okay, that's interesting because that goes against the entire focal point of Priest's Identity. Priest's Identity has always been about creating cards from your opponent's pool of cards, not necessarily drawing your own. This is an amazing card. That's going to be a 2 of in pretty much any value-oriented priest deck. Not even like Naga Priest, just Priest. That's fantastic. You just throw a bunch of stuff out of your hand and instantly refuel with a 3/2 body for 3 mana. The coin. The coin works with this. You throw out a coin and two other like BS spells. And there's a lot of 1 mana and 0 mana spells in Priest. You just throw out a bunch of spells, drop that, refill your hand. Why not? Or even, that can be done as early as turn 3 or turn 4, but you probably want to cast this probably around turn 7, honestly. Yeah, turn 6 or 7 to get the most value out of that. Because just to make sure that you're just not just chunking cards away just to get free draw. Okay, next up, Blackwater Behemoth. I think we saw this one already. Let me take a quick look. Yeah, we saw that one last time, so we'll go and pass on that one. Switcheroo we saw last time, and Serpent Wig we saw last time as well. Okay, next up is Paladin. Paladin, what do we have here? We have 3 mana 4/2 mech, Divine Shield, and Battle Cry. Put a Sunken Mooncatcher on the bottom of your deck. Okay, so it's a 4/2 mech. But let's see what the Sunken one does. Sunken Mooncatcher, Divine Shield, Battle Cry. Summon a copy of this. Okay, so in the first half you have a 4/2 Divine Shield for 3 mana. Not terrible. It's not terrible. It's not great, but it's okay. The second time you cast it, you get 2 of them. Okay, sure. It's cool. It's cute. Dredge needs to work with it. Yeah, that's pretty much the long and short of it on that one. Yeah, it's okay. The Leviathan is a 7 mana 4/5. If I'm not mistaken, I think that's actually the vessel that we saw in the trailer. So that's probably Mr. Smiley Boy's ship. So it is a 4/5 colossal. Oh, it's a colossal. Okay. It has Rush, Divine Shield. After this attacks Dredge. Let's see. The Leviathan's Claw. Okay. Rush 4/2 Divine Shield. After this attacks, draw a card. That's bonkers. Colossal +1 Rush Divine Shield. Both sides of this have Rush. It's a 7 mana, 4/5 and 4/2. After this attacks Dredge. After this attacks, draw a card. It's a little expensive. Like for this right here, for such a weak body. Honestly, if you didn't have Divine Shield, this would be an unplayable card. Yeah. But 7 mana... Okay, well, let's look at what you're getting out of this. For 7 mana, you are getting 8/7 worth of stats. So that's pretty baseline. When you look at all the other colossal cards from the other classes, this does not shore up stat-wise. It just doesn't. And... Well, at mana 7... Are you going to be at a point in the game that attacking with this is going to be worthwhile, versus keeping it as a blocker? It doesn't have taunt. Yeah, this is underwhelming to me. I do like that it automatically generates value. I like that a lot, but I don't think. Yeah, I don't think I would play this. I hope this proves me wrong. I mean, I want to be excited for this card, but this card is pretty underwhelming for me. Next up, Radar Detector. It is a 2-mana spell. Scan the bottom 5 cards of your deck. Draw any mechs found this way. Then shuffle your card. Okay, well, that's going to pair very well with the Ajara Mooncatcher. That's for damn sure. Jesus. That's just good. That's just a good card. Scan the bottom 5 cards of your deck. Get your mechs. Not bad. You just dump a bunch of mechs down there and then just get them. That's good. It kind of reminds me of the card value that you would get from Paladin cards from the past, like Crystology. Crystology was insane. The Prism was insane. Just drawing... Paladin has had a history of drawing cards, but not from the top of your deck. And this is kind of continuing that theme. I like it. Mortalizing Stone, we saw that last time. Seafloor Saver, we saw it last time. But now with Radar Detector, this being a mech actually makes sense. Battlecry Dredge, if it's a minion, give it this minion's attack and health. Yeah, I believe we were talking last time about that kind of needing some hand buff to be better. But 2 mana 2/2 it's okay. The Garden's Grace, we talked about that last time. Katori Lightblade and Shimmering Sunfish, we talked about that last time as well, so we'll go and skip past that. Okay, Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter's Illidan, as a character, has had a long-standing relationship with the Naga. They've been his allies for a very long time, so he should have a lot of really good Naga support. So let's see what we have here. We have Wayward Sage. Outcast. Reduce the cost of the left and rightmost cards in your hand by 1. Okay. Mana Cheat. Mana Cheat on a 2/2 body. Really good off the top. Very good off the top. Don't let this get stuck into the middle of your hand, though, because it's going to be useless at that point. So yeah, it's okay. Moving on, this Coil Scar Commander is a 2/6 taunt with Battle Cry. If you've cast 3 spells while holding this, summon 2 copies of this. This is giving me flashbacks to Infected Druid from what was it? Wrath of the Frozen Throne, or like the Frozen Throne expansion. That reminds me of that 1/6 taunt spell that would go wide. I can't remember the name of it, but anyone who's played long enough, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, taunt Battlecry if you cast 3 spells while holding this. So it doesn't have to be this turn, just while holding this, you summon 3 Coil Scars. It's decent. I wish the attack was a little bit higher though, because it's pretty low attack for 6 mana, but you're getting 3 of them because you want to be holding that until you can cast all 3. Next, we have Lady Setheno. Is a 3 mana 2/4. It is immune while attacking. After you cast a spell, attack the lowest health enemy. I like that. I like that a lot. That's cool. It is a Spells Matter card. It is fantastic. It just punishes things whenever you cast spells, and if you're a Demon Hunter, you're playing a lot of spells for really cheap. That's good. I like that a lot. Will it make me play Demon Hunter? Probably not, but that's a cool card. Next, we have the Ajaran Defector. Okay. It's a 5/3 for 4 mana. It has Rush and Death Rattle. Put a Sunken Defector on the bottom of your deck. So let's see. The Sunken Defector is a 5/3 with Charge. After this attacks, deal 5 damage to a random enemy. Ooh. That's probably my favorite out of all the Drench cards so far. Because, like, in 4 mana, this guy just pops in, punches some dude in the face for 5, is likely going to die in the process, and then you dredge that up. That thing attacks, like, it attacks face, most likely, if there's no taunt out there. And after this attacks, it deals 5 damage to a random enemy minion. So, yeah. Yeah, if your opponent has, like one dude on the table, you just pop that down, smack him in the face, kill their dude. Yeah. That's good. I like that a lot. That is really good. Okay, Multi-Strike. Give your hero +2 attack this turn. They may attack an additional enemy minion. I think we saw that last time. Yeah, but that was good. Give your hero +2 attack this turn. They may attack an additional enemy minion. Yeah, so give them +2. Use it with the hero power. They have 3 attack. If they don't have a weapon, and they just punch 2 guys. That's good. Zilog we saw last time, so you don't have to worry about that this time. Alright, so we are in the neutrals, and we have quite a few of them. So let's see what we got here. We have Naga Giant. This is 8/8 for 20 mana. Costs 1 less for each mana you spent on spells this game. I can see that being very good out of Shaman. Potentially Priest. Definitely Mage. I think Mage and Shaman are going to be the targets for that card. Gangplank Diver is a 6/4 for 5. Fantastic art. Dormant for 1 turn. Rush and immune while attack. Oh, that's dumb. That is so dumb. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah, that's a fun card. That's going to go into any tier fun deck. Next, you have Murloc Slime Scale Diver. So we want to keep Warlock in mind for this because Warlock has a lot of Murlocs already. Dormant for 1 turn, Rush and Poisonous. Okay, so we have a run of divers here that they're dormant, but then they come in swinging. See, Pelican Diver is a dormant for 1 turn, Rush. It's 4/1. Ooh, I like that one a lot. It's just a 4/1. You drop it on turn 1. You swing your second turn. Yeah, that's good. That's really good. Yeah. I like the divers. The divers are cool. I like that a lot. Ooh, Queen Ajara. I was waiting to see what she was going to do. Okay. 5 mana, 5/5. Queen Ajara, legendary. Battle cry, if you've cast 3 spells while holding this, choose an ancient relic. Oh, God. Okay. I think this is going to be bad because we know about Kazakhstan and the freaking treasures that he gets. I just hope that what she summons isn't completely disgusting. Let's see. Okay, so there are 4 different artifacts here that she gets. There is Ring of Tides. Okay, if you cast 3 spells while holding this, choose an ancient relic. So it doesn't say choose out of 3 or choose out of 4. So since there's only 4 of them, I'm sure that she is going to allow you to choose any of these at any time. Ring of Tides. After you cast a spell, this becomes a copy of it that costs 1. Okay, so you have a fork. Yeah, you can copy a spell. That's pretty cool. All right. Horn of the Ancients. Add a random colossal minion to your hand. It costs 1. Oh boy, I think that's going to probably be the most chosen option. Oh, that's really good. Zalatath. It's a weapon. 0/5. After you cast a spell, deal 2 damage to the enemy hero and lose 1 durability. Oh, that could be good for machine gunning someone down. And it's a neutral weapon coming from a neutral body. You can put this in any deck. You slap that on your mage, put it on your shaman. Could be good for priest as well, which would make sense because this is a priest legendary weapon from World of Warcraft. And the last one is the Tidestone of Golganeth. 1 mana. Shuffle 5 random spells into your deck, set their cost to 1, and draw 2 cards. If it wasn't random, I might consider it. I would prefer the spells to autocast it when they draw, to make them kind of more in line with like Casino Mage, but no, it's okay. I'm being facetious. It's pretty good, but honestly, out of all of these options, I really enjoy the first 2 options the most. The getting a fork will basically allow you to just finish someone. It's like you cast this with something like Fireball or Lava Blast, and you cast that spell. Just boom, boom. Yeah. You just end the game like that. That's good. And Horn of the Ancients, add a random colossal minion to your hand. This could be good and could be bad at the same time. Like you could get something great out of it, or you could get something dumb out of it. Like you can get like the Paladin legendary, or just something that just doesn't fit your play. Yeah, Ring of Tides, Zalatath. Zalatath's pretty good too. Yeah, this is good. Queen Ajara, good card, good flavor. Especially with the Zalatath, because if you followed Battle for Azeroth, I believe she wielded this weapon at one point. I think it was during the raid encounter. But yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. Okay, moving on. Slithering Death Scale. It's a Naga, 7 mana, 5/9. Battlecry. If you cast 3 spells while holding this, deal 3 damage to all enemies. Not bad. Not bad. Not great, but not bad. I do like having the ability to just slam 3 enemies with this, and it is a Spells Matter card. I'm afraid that it's too late. At 7 mana, this might be too late for dealing 3 damage to all enemies. However, it says all enemies, not all enemy minions. If your opponent's low enough, you can finish them off with this. A lot of opportunities for face damage I'm seeing. Okay, Crush Claw Enforcer, I think we saw that one last time. Baba Naga we saw last time. Excavation Specialist we saw last time. Piranha Storm, we know what that does. Amalgam in the Deep. Sir Finley, we saw all of those. Ambassador Phelan, Blade Master, Tusker. Yeah, okay. We're all caught up on the neutrals. All right, next up we are in Rogue. Yes. We have Pirate Admiral Hook Tusk. 8 mana, 8/8. I love that synergy. I love that, or the symmetry. I should say. I love 8/8/8. I just like seeing that. It reminds me of the Lich King, and the Lich King is good memories. Battlecry. If you've summoned 8 other pirates this game, plunder the enemy. If you've summoned 8 other pirates, that's a big ask. Let's see what she does. Related cards. take their supplies. Okay, this is a token card, no rarity. It means she's creating this card. It does not have a cost. So you take their supplies, take 5 cards from the enemy deck. Okay. Take their gold. Take 2 cards from the opponent's hand. Take their ship. Take control of your opponent's highest attack. Oh my god. Okay, so if this takes an opponent's Colossal, will it also take the appendages? I need to know this. Because if that's the case, then I think this might be a craft. I think this might be a craft, because like, if you just play Pirate Rogue Shenanigans from turn 1 up to turn 8, you drop this, and you take all their shit. Like, literally all of their stuff. You take 5 cards out of their deck, 2 cards out of their hand, and you take their biggest boy. I think Pirate Hook Tusk has been lifting because she is so much better than her previous version. Oh, yeah. I like that a lot. And I don't even like Rogue. That's a good card. Oh, man. I like that a lot. That's good. Okay. Next. Sunken Vessel. Summon 2 3/3 pirates with stealth. Put a Sunken Vessel in the bottom of your deck. I think I might have seen this one already, but we're going to take a look. Sunken Vessel. Cast when drawn. Summon 2 3/3 pirates with stealth. Sunken Pirate is... That's the 3/3 stealth. Okay, so it's a dead pirate. And a live pirate. Sunken and a genre. Okay. Summon 2 pirates with stealth. Wait. Summon 2 3/3 pirates with stealth. Put a Sunken Vessel on the bottom of your library. Okay. Shit, that's 2 out of the 8 right there. Put this on the bottom. Okay, Sunken Vessel. Cast when drawn. Summon 2 3. Okay. Yeah. And that's about halfway up to casting Pirate Hook Tusk herself. So turn 5, you get that. Turn 6, you cast like a... I don't know if there's anything at 1 mana that will allow you to dredge up. And it says cast when drawn. When cast when drawn, does it consume your mana? That's the question. I don't think that it does. Yeah, I don't think it does. I think it just will just play the card. And that's totally fine. I hope that's the way it works, though. I could be wrong, though. But if it doesn't consume your mana when you draw it to cast, I think you're going to be okay. Because that's going to summon 2 more pirates. Not to mention 3/3 pirates with stealth. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Yeah, okay. This is a good card. I like this a lot. Good synergy right here. Okay. Next you have Crabatoa. It is a 6/5 Colossal. Your Crabatoa claws have +2. I think I saw this one last time. Let's take a look. Yeah. We saw this one last time. It's decent. It's pretty decent. It's a 6/5 with good attacking claws. It gives your hero a claw on death as well. Yeah. It's decent, and it's only 6 mana too. It's 6 mana, that's pretty good. Okay, but yeah, we saw that one last time, so we don't need to go too into it. Cutlass Courier and Bootstrap Sunken Rear, we saw those last time as well. Alright, we're in Druid. Aquatic Form we saw last time. Ajarn Gardens, what's this? Give all minions in your hand +1/+1, put a Sunken Gardens on the bottom of your deck. Alright, what's the Sunken Gardens? Give +1/+1 to all minions in your hand, deck, and battlefield. I like that. It's not a give it anywhere. So like if you conjure things out of thin air, it's not going to have the buff, but it's giving it to everything else that you have access to. So yeah, that's pretty good. All minions in your hand +1/+1, and all minions everywhere +1/+1. Yeah. Funny, I didn't think I'd see hand buff out of Druid. Very interesting. Alright, Flipper Friends, we saw that one last time. Miracle Grow, saw that last time. Okay, yeah, we're all caught up then. Okay, yeah. Cool. Alright, so that is all the cards that we have access to right now. Honestly, based off of what I've seen so far, I'm really enjoying the Naga Spells Matter synergies. I think I will most likely be playing either Mage or Shaman when this goes live. I'm a little excited about Hook Tusk, not gonna lie. It looks pretty good. But I need to see more out of Rogue to see what other kind of like package comes with that. If nothing else, yeah, we just need to see what else is coming with Hook Tusk to see if she is even worth playing as a deck. But yeah, so yeah, it looks good. Looks good. I'm hoping to see more good stuff coming out of the next few days. I think, if I'm not mistaken, like with the cadence so far, this expansion is probably going to be launching about 2 to 3 weeks time. So yeah, looks pretty good. You're probably going to see a lot more playtime of Hearthstone out of that. Anyways, I'm going to stop rambling. I'm not even making sense anymore. So thank you for hanging out, and if you made it this long into this long ass video, I do appreciate you hanging out and saying hi. But anyways, I'll catch you guys later. Peace.